सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं नमामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः ओम श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितैयतायुः। स्वस्य न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्य न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्य न साक्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्य नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Then read from the fifth mantra, that is on the page 74. Page 74. पीछे वाला कल्पना या पुनरेतं त्रिमात्रेण ओमित्येतेन एवाक्षरेण परं पुरुषम् अभिध्यायेत स तेजसी सूर्ये सम्पन्नः यथा पादोदरस्त्वचा विनिर्मुच्यते एवं ह वै स पाप्मना विनिर्मुक्तः स सामभिरुन्नीयते ब्रह्मलोकं स एतस्मात् जीवघनात् परात् परं पुरुषमीक्षते तदेतौ श्लोकौ भवतः। You remember this was the question was asked by the fifth student whose name was Shaibhya Satyakama, and then he asked about this Omkar Upasana, that what is the destination reached, or what is the achievement by Upasak who is doing Omkar Upasana till death. That means continuously he is doing this Omkar Upasana. I hope my voice is clear. Is it clear now? Okay. So he asked this. Then the answer was given that Etadvai Satyakama Param cha Aparam cha. Both he can go to Upper Brahma also and the Param Brahma also through this Brahma, through this Omkar Upasana, which is that Brahma only. So the Omkar is what? Omkar is the symbol that is representing that Brahma only. So through that he can either get anything, either he can get the Satsar, a Parabrahma, or the Parabrahma also, both he can get. Tasmad Vidwan Etena Eva Ayatanena Ekataram Anvedi. Through this he can get either of the two. This was the second mantra. Then from the third, fourth, and fifth mantra that we were seeing, brought to us that if one does ek matra upasana, that is only a matra upasana, he will attain this Martya Lok. See, knowledge is very, very important. How much knowledge we have, that much only we can do. So that is why a lot of stress is given on having knowledge. Yeah. So here, if he is not gear meaning he does not have knowledge about the Dvimatra and Trimatra, he will limit himself to this matra only. That is ek matra, upasana, and ma. From that, he is doing only upasana. So maximum what he will get, he will come to this Bhuloka, that is the Prithvi Lok. So in the Prithvi Lok also, he will attain the highest. I mean, he will be near around Yoga Prashta. So he will have a very, very good life. He will be having a very, very good mind. Yama, niyam, all those things will be there in his mind. So he'll be very, very ekagra chitta, concentrated mind he will have. So in this way, he is doing this. Okay. So this was what? Which mantra? This was our third mantra. Then Prithvi abhi sampadyate manushya loka anekani janmani jagatyam sambhavanti tatratam sadakam jagatyam manushya lokam eva archa upanigamayanti. Richaha, and who takes them? Who takes this sadhak? Richaha, page number 72, third line. ऋचः ऋग्वेद रूपा हि ओंकारस्य प्रथम एकमात्र अभिज्ञाता तेन स तत्र मनुष्य जन्मनि द्विजाग्रह स तपसा ब्रह्मचर्येण श्रद्धया च संपन्नो महिमानं विभूतिम् अनुभवति. I think this is very simple Sanskrit. Anybody can understand this. That through that Rig Veda Richa's upasana, one who does this matra or the ek matra upasana, these riches of this Rig Veda will take him to this Manushya Janma, but he is doing it with lot of Brahmacharya, Tapasya and Shraddha. So all these three will be included when he is getting a lok. I mean, when he is getting a birth here. And Vibhuti Anubhavati, na Vita Shraddha, and he won't be devoid of Shraddha. He won't be devoid of Brahmacharya. Even if he is born in a royal family, still, these traits will always be there in him, that he will have that brahmacharya in him, have that tapasya in him, will have that shraddha automatically because he has practiced it in his last birth. This was our third mantra. Then the fourth mantra told about Dvimatra Upasana, that is A and U. When he combines both of them, then where does he go? This was the first was Virat Upasana, second was the Hiranyagarbha Upasana. So he goes to that Antariksha Lok in between, Bhuvaha. So Bhuvaha Lok he goes, where the maximum he can go is to the Chandra Lok. And who takes him? Yajubhirunniya se. Yajur mantras, they take him. See the fourth mantra? So Antariksha Yajubhir Unniyate. So Yajurved Devtas, they take him to that Lok, the Chandra Lok, which is a returnable lok again. So both these lokas, A matra and U matra, both these are returnable. Sa soma loke vibhuti anubhuya punaravartate. Punaravartate meaning he returns back whenever the punya phal is finished or exhausted. He has to return back to the Prithvi Lok again, or wherever if he has to go to some other yoni, he goes there. But that is not Punaravarti Lok. That means returnable lok, as it is not a permanent lok. This was the fourth mantra that we have seen. So Yajur Devta, what we have to remember? First one was Rig Devta Rijas. They take him to Martya Lok. This is the second lok. That is the Umatra Upasana. That is Antariksha Lok. So this is the Hiranyagarbha Upasana that was being done. There were three things I have told you. The first one was the Amatra Upasana. That is the Nirupadi. This indicates the Manushya Lok, Bhulokaha. Amatra, Ekamatra Vishishta Akara Upasana. That takes us to the Madhya Lok. Then it was two matras, that is the A and U, Dvimatra Vishishta Upasana, that is A and U, where we invoke the Yajurveda mantras that will take to the Soma or the Antariksha or the Pitralok. So meaning the Chandra. And now we are entering in the fifth mantra. We have already seen, but some of you had requested me to take it again. So three matra Vishishta Omkar Upasana, that is A, U and Ma together. When it is done together, the fruit is completely different. And Samveda mantra, he goes to the Brahma Lok, where through Brahma Mukti, he can also go to Parabrahma. Through Brahma Mukti. This is the Brahma Lok is a returnable, which is the Apara Brahma. The maximum fruit of this is Apara Brahma Suvaha Lok. So Dvimatra, Ekmatra, Dvimatra and Trimatra Upasana are told. So let us now come to the fifth mantra I have already read. Yeah, Punaretam Trimatrena had already given you the word-to-word meaning. Yaha, that Upasakaha. Punaretam Trimatrena Omitiyetena Uksharena. By the Trimatra or the A, U and Ma, Om, he is chanting it continuously. Param Purusham Abhidhyayita. Here Param Purusham means Maya Vishishta, that is the Samashti Karana Sharir. First one was Samashti Sthula Sharir. Second one was Samashti Sukshma Sharir. And now this is a Samashti Karan Sharir. Okay, so in the Veshti, if we see, we will say Vishwa, Tejas and Pragya. Here in the Samashti, we say Virat, Hiranyagarbha and Ishwar. I hope this is clear. So when he is doing this Upasana of the Samashti, then he will go to that Param Purusham Abhidhyayita Sa Tejasi Surya Sampanna. He will go to that Brahmalok. Sampanna means he will go to that Brahmalok. Yatha, now example is given. Yatha Padodara Swacha Vinirmuchyate. Like the Padodar, like the snake that leaves its kechu leaves, the skin of that snake, it leaves. Evam Bhavaisa Papna Vinirmukta. By continuously doing this Upasana of Om, he is devoid, he is free from all the Papa. Papmana Vinirmukta. He is mukta from that Papa and he becomes very, very pure. And so where will he go? Sa Samabhirunniyate. The devtas of Samveda will take him to that Brahmalok. Then Brahmalok Sa Upasaka Etasma Jiva Dhanat Parat Param Purishaya Purusham Dikshate. And there he will attain or he can see or he can realize that Ishwar. Who is this Ishwar? Ishwar is the Samashti Karana Sharir. The Samashti Karana, that is called Ishwar. Samashti Sthula Sharir was the Virat. Samashti Sukshma Sharir was the Hiranyagarbha. And Hiranyagarbha meaning total mind. All the minds coming together. And so Samashti Sukshma Karana Sharir is what this Ishwar. He can realize that, he can see that in himself. Paratparam Purishayam, that is in his own body. Purusha Mekshate, that Purush he sees. Tadetav Shloko Bhavataha. And in this, to justify this fact or this principle, the next two mantras have been given. This was the word-to-word meaning here. Now, Yaha Punar Etam Omkaram Trimatrena. The same thing has been repeated, but there are 2-3 points that we have to understand. Yaha Punar Etam Omkaram Trimatrena. Page number 74, the Bhashyam. Punar Etam Omkaram Trimatrena. Trimatrena meaning A, U and Ma. Trimatra Visha Vijnana Vishishtena Om Etena Evaksharena. Why he is doing now the Upasana of Trimatra. That means A, U and Ma. Okay, so Om. Now the confusion here is this the Om is the instrument? What is it? Is it the instrument through which we are going to that Om? But I am considering is a pratik only. I am considering because we don't call that Brahma through by its name, we call it as we don't call Brahma also by Om also by its name, we call Brahma. So isn't it that it is the representative of that Brahma? So there may be a doubt. So what is it? Is it an instrument to reach there, or is it that only the destination is home only? What is it? This can be a doubt. I hope this is clear. That is it that I am reaching it like the car, by a car, I am reached by a vehicle, I am reaching somebody's house. So my destination is different and my vehicle is different. So here Omkar, Upasana, this is the vehicle or the destination? This is the question. Understood? So त्रिमात्र विषय विज्ञान विशिष्टेन ओम इत्येव अक्षरेण परम सूर्यांतर्गतं पुरुषं. Suryantargatam Purusham means Surya lok. Now this is not a returnable lok. The earlier two were returnable. The Prithvi lok and the Chandra lok were returnable, but this Suryantargatam Purusham. Like in Ishavasya also we have that Matriyosa Vaso Purusha Sohamasmi. The same thing has been repeated here. So Suryantargatam Purusham, that Purush that is in the Surya also. That is the holder of everything. That is the Karan of everything. So Samashti Karana Sharir, that one, he is doing Upasana. Now Pratikena Abhidhyayita, he contemplates through this Pratik of Omkar. He is contemplating continuously on that Karan Sharir. See, for this he has to have knowledge. Otherwise a person, a commoner, he does not know about a Karan Sharir. He does not know about the Sukshma Sharir. He feels only the Sthul Sharir is there and that's all. So we have to have satsang, we have to have knowledge, we have to have scriptures for this. So Dhyaita ten abhidhyanena, by that dhyan, by that contemplation, what is happening? What is happening? Pratikattvena hi alambanatvam prakritam omkarasya param cha brahma iti abheda shrutehe. Now, see, this one is a shruti. Param cha brahma iti. This is a shruti, you have to put it in inverted commas. So, param cha brahma iti. For both, that is Brahma only, this is a pratik. What? This Omkar is a pratik of apar and para Brahma cha brahma iti. Both are Brahma. So, param cha aparam cha brahma iti. This should be in inverted commas. This is quoted by the Shruti. Abhed Shruti Omkaram iti cha. This is telling us the Abhed Gyan. Abhed meaning there is no distinction between the Parabrahma and Aparabrahma. Brahma only is becoming the Parabrahma and Aparabrahma also. Both. Karam iti cha. So he alambanam. See again, pratikattvena meaning by the pratik upasana, by he is considering it as a pratik, he is considering it as the that is a pratik for that. Pratik meaning what? It's a symbol. Pratikattvena hi alambanatvam. Alambanam meaning support. So that Omkar is a support of that. Prakritam meaning in reference to or in context, in the present context. Omkarasya, of that Omkar, param cha brahma iti. Both are Brahma only. What? This param Brahma and apara Brahma, both are. How do you know this? That both are Brahma only? By the Abheda Shruti. Abheda Shrutehe Omkaram iti cha. It is confirmed by this Abheda Shruti. Shruti meaning, see, Atindriya Vishayah Veda eva pramanam, we know this. So for the Atindriya Vishaya that we are not able to see, Swarga is there or not, Narak is there or not, all these things, Punarjanma is there or not, Atma is there or not. What is a Praman? Praman is a Shruti only, Shruti Vakya. So Shruti says this. So that is why he is quoting this from the Shruti. So Abheda Shrutehe Omkaram iti cha Dvitiya Anekashah. So it should be object of contemplation should be in Dvitiya. See here, little bit of Sanskrit is required. So when we say Dvitiya, Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya. So Dvitiya is the object of contemplation. And Tritiya is by the instrument. Karta ne karma ko karan se. So Karan is the instrument. So here when it is saying Trimatrena, see the Moolam. Trimatrena, Om iti etena, eva aksharena. All this is in Tritiya. So as if this is the instrument. So Bhagwan Bhashyakar wants us to convert this into Vidya. Because it is the object of contemplation. We are going to reach that because that is the Brahma, that is our goal. So here, though this Shrutima is not wrong, but that this is the destination also, and that is the sadhana also. Sadhana also. So here he is saying, Ditiya anekashah shruta badheta anyatha. Otherwise, it will be negated. Otherwise, if this is only a sadhan for this omkar, if it is only a sadhan, a lot of shrutis will be badhit. Badhit meaning negated. So we are not negating anything here. Because Shrutima has said that Brahma only appears to us as the Param Brahma and Apara Brahma also. So this Trimatrena should be Trimatram. Trimatrena in the Mula, it is Trimatrena, Om iti etena. So it is Trimatram Omkaram Abhidyayita. So he is doing Upasana. So Yadyapi, see now he is going to tell us directly. Yadyapi, although, come to page number 75, third line. Yadyapi, Tritiya Abhidhanattvena, by using the Tritiya Abhidhanam Yasya, Abhidhanena, Dhanatvena, by using the Tritiya, that is the instrumental case. Like when I say, Vahanena Aham Vidyalayam Gachami. So Vahanena is the Tritiya. Tritiya meaning by that Vahan, I am going to school. But going to school is the object. Vidyalayam Gachami. So Vidyalayam is a destination. So whatever is a destination, that should be in Dvitiya. So here he is telling us that this Trimatrena should be converted to Trimatram. So Tritiya Abhidhanadvena Karnatvam Upapadyate. It becomes Karan. It becomes the instrument. So you are making it an instrument. But I am using it directly, so it is an instrument. Tathapi, but still, Prakrita Anurodhat, Trimatram Param Purushamiti Dvitiyeva Parineya. So it has to be changed to Dvitiya only because it is the destination. I am reaching that Parabrahma. That is the goal, and that should be converted to Dvitiya Parineya. Tajed Ekam, and he is such a good quoter. Tajed ekam kulasyate iti nyayana. So he is quoting one subhashit that says Tajed ekam kulasyate. That only he has taken only that portion. That you can, if you want to save the whole family by by giving up one person, you can save the whole family. Then give up that one person. So there is one whole the subhashit saying Tajed ekam kulasyate. Gramarthe kulam tyajet. If you want to save the whole gram, if you want to save the whole village, then you can give up one family. If you want to save the whole nation, deshasyarthe gramam tyajet. So if you want to give up one gram and save the desh, save the nation, you have to do that. And atmasyarthe sarvam prithvi tyajet. And if you want to know the Atma, then you have to leave or sacrifice the whole world or the whole Prithvi. But from this Subhashit, he has taken only the first portion, Rajit Ekam Pulasyate. So he is saying that if you want to save all the other Shruti Vakyas that has been said by the Shruti, and so here by that Nyay, Iti Nyayana, Sir, then you should convert this Trimatrena into Trimatra. That is a simple thing. So he's saying, Satyatiya Martha Rupas Tejasi Surya Sampanno Bhavati. So he goes to the nature he becomes of the nature of a, u, and ma. Now, that is the Surya only. He becomes a Tejasi in the Surya. Sampanno Bhavati. He attains that Surya Lok or he attains that Brahma Lok. Is this clear? Any doubt? Please tell me. Shall I repeat or is it clear?
अमन जस्ट लास्ट लाइन फिर बताइए ना ये
Last
जो
वाला line त्यजे देखा?
Please repeat.
The whole thing?
Yes.
Okay. See, when I am going to some destination, that object comes in Dvitiya. Okay, this is a rule in Sanskrit that if I am going to Graham house, so that will be in Dvitiya Graham. So that dot will come on the Graham. But if it is an instrumental case, like I am cooking food by the fire, with the fire. So Agnaya, Agni, Tritiya will be Agnaya. Agnya, Aham, Bhojanam Pachami. Will become like that. So whenever there is the instrumental case, or suppose let us take Vahanena, another word for suppose I am writing with a pen. If I say that I am writing with a pen, Lekhika, again it will become Lekhikaya. I want a word with building. Help me somebody. If I want Patrena, suppose I am using Patra word. Aham Patrena Jalam Pibami.
अहम हस्तेन भोजनं खादामि.
Yes, very good. Aham Hastena Bhojanam Khadami. So if I am using the hand, it is an instrument for me to eat the food. If I am writing, I'm writing with a pen, so the pen becomes the instrument. The pen is an instrument for, so there it will be Tritiya always. So when it is Tritiya, it is the instrument piece. So here the doubt is, Trimatrena Om Ityeva Aksharena. Why Shruti has used Tritiya here and not Dvitiya? Because again and again, Shruti only has said in other places that is the destination, not an instrument. Naturally, we feel that the destination is different and the instrument is different. Naturally, I am going in a bus to some city. So naturally, the bus is different, the city is different. I'm eating food with my hand. I'm not eating my hand. I'm eating the food. So naturally, the food is different, my hands are different. So instrument is always different. But here the question arises that if it is saying this, should we keep this as it is? So if we keep this Trimatrena only, then this will be an instrument. The Om is only an instrument. Again and again I'm repeating this Om, 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 Om. This is an instrument. So I have to reach some other destination. Om is not a destination. But the other Shrutis have said that Param cha Brahma iti. So that Brahma only is this. And I have already said that, Bhagwan Bhashikar is saying, that I've already said that this Brahma only, the pratik of that Brahma only is Om. So how is that different? How can destination be different and how can this sadhan be different? So these can't be two different things. If it is different, then tell me some other destination where I have to reach that is apart from that Brahma. It is not there. So therefore, he is saying here that you have to change that Trimatrena from Tritiya to Dvitiya for a proper understanding. Don't correct it in the Shruti, but correct it in your mind that this is Trimatrena, this has to be changed into Trimatram. So that is the destination also. Parineya. Parineya means it has to be changed. Parineya. Tajet ekam kulasyate. So he is giving us the example of this by quoting this nyay, that you have to at least leave, if you are leaving to save a kull, you have to leave a person, to leave him. So here also leave this instrumental case and make it to this object case. So object case, first one is subject, second is object. कर्ता ने कर्म को करण से संप्रदान के लिए पालन से संबंध काकी के अधिकरण ने पेपर. So these are 7 vibhaktis that we have to know in Sanskrit. So first one is subject, second is object, third one is instrumental. So here from that instrumental, I am converting it into that object. So that is the destination where one reaches continuously when he is doing the upasana. So the last line in Ashti wanted, Viti Nyayana, with this Nyay. Which Nyay? That I am converting it. Which Nyay, through which principle? That you can correct, if you want to save the whole family, you can at least let go one person, if that happens. So he is letting go this one, Trimatram he is making it. And then what happens? This Saha this Saha means Upasaka. See the last line. Saha Upasaka. Tritiya Matra Rupa meaning he is doing the Upasana Om, Om, Om continuously, which is of the nature of U and Ma, all the three combined. Tejasi now again is the Adhishthan, that is in the Tejasi Surya Saptami. He attains Sampanno Bhavati. So he attains that lok, that Surya lok. Dhyayamano Vrutopi Suryat Somalokat Iva Na Punaravartate. The one who is Dhyayamana means one who is doing this dhyan. This is a noun. One who is doing this continuous dhyan, constantly meditating about that. The contemplator. Mritopi after that Mrityu also. Suryat Somalokat Iva. From that Surya Loka. Somalokat Iva, like Somaloka or like the Bhutloka. He does not now Punaravarti. He does not come back. Into Surya Sampannam Matra Eva. But he attains that Surya Lok and he is established there. This is the meaning. Have you understood? Or shall I repeat it again? Finishes it? Okay, so continue. The crux is what? The crux is, the essence is, he's doing the Surya, he's doing the Om Upasana by combining all the three mantras. And then what is the fruit? The destination is that he will reach the Surya Lok or the Brahma Lok, where he, through the Krama Mukti again, he will reach that moksha. Now, next. Now he is explaining the next line, the Yatha Padodarham Sarpatvacha Vinirmuchyate. Like, this is very easy. Like the snake let goes of its skin by the skin. Sarpatvacha Vinirmuchyate. Jeernatvag Vinirmuktaha. It is free from that Jeernatvag. Jeernatvag means, Jeerna meaning old skin. Tvag means skin. So he is free from that old skin. Sa puna navo bhavati. He becomes again shiny, new, fresh. What? That snake. Evam bhava eshaha means upasaka. In the same way, this upasaka also, yatha drishtanta, like that drishtant of the snake, sa papmana, by that sin, by the sin, papmana, sarpatvak sthaniyena ashuddhi rupena. The snake skin was ashuddhata. So, like he removed that ashuddhata and he came out very, new. Similarly, this person also, he lets go of all his papam. And what happens? He becomes very shuddha. And what happens then? Vinirmukta Samabhi Tritiya Matra Rupaihi. The devtas of the Samaveda, Sama devtas, that are the Samaveda that are form of that makar. Makar meaning the U and Ma. Continuously he is chanting Om, Om, Om. So the Samadev does what happens? Ubay Urdhva Munyate, he is lifted up. Who? This Upasak. He is lifted up. Munyate Brahma Lokam. He is taken to that Surya Loka, that Brahma Lok, which is what? Hiranya Garbhasya Brahmana Lokam. That is that is also called the Hiranyagarbha Loka or Garbhasya Brahmanaha Lokam Satyakhyam. That is called the Satya Lok. That is of the nature of Hiranyagarbha. That is of the essence of the essence of the Hiranyagarbha or this Brahma Lok. Sorry, or the Satya Lok. That is the Hiranyagarbha. Sarvesham Sansarinam Jivanam Atmabhutah. He is now, this is called Hiranyagarbha only, because that is the essence of that, and which is the self of Sarvesham Sansarinam Jivanam Atmabhuta. That is the essence of all the Jivas, that Hiranyagarbha, which he attains. That is the Hiranyagarbhasya Brahmaloka. Sahi Antar Atmana Atma Linga Rupena Sarvabhutana. That Hiranyagarbha goes through all of us. And Hiranyagarbha goes through all of us in the form of that Linga Sharir. Linga meaning the subtle Sharir, the Sukshma Sharir, that goes through all of us, every Sarva Rupena Sarva Bhutana, Tasmin hi Lingatmani Samhata Sarve Jivaha. All Jivas are knitted in him. Samhata Sarve Jivaha, knitted in that Hiranyagarbha. So that Hiranyagarbha, if it is Samashti mind, then it should go through my mind also. So everything is being knitted in that. Okay. His I goes into my ions, the form of the thought. Tasmat sa jiva ghana. Therefore, he is called jiva ghan. All the jivas are in that. Therefore, it is called jiva ghan. Sa vidwan trimatra omkara abhigya. This person who is this trimatra abhigya, that means he is the knower of this Om, Om, Om. Etasmat jiva ghana Hiranyagarbhat parat param atma akhyam purusham ikshate. Now, when he does continuously contemplation of that Om, of what? When he knows this Hiranyagarbha as a Jiva Ghana, when he knows that everything is this Hiranyagarbha only, then what happens? He sees that Paramatma Akhyam Purusham Ikshate. He sees that Atma, the cause of that Hiranyagarbha also in his own self. He sees that Purusham Purishayam Sarva Shariranu Pravishtam Pashyati Dhyayam. He sees that Purishayam meaning which is in this Sharir. Purishayam meaning what? Which is lying in this Sharir. Purishayanaditi Purishayam. So he is sleeping, he is dormant, he is inactive in our Sharir right now. So he is there, but so this person who is doing continuously Om Upasana, he is able to see that, he is able to feel that, he is able to realize Sarva Shariranu Pravishtam Pashyati Dhyayamana, that he also realizes that Purush is in all the bodies. So he is continuously doing meditation on that. Tadetasmin yathoktartha prakashako mantra bhavata. Now these two mantras, the next two mantras that will end our this fifth prashna also, they prove this fact only, the meaning of this mantra. Is it clear? Is it clear? Shall we move ahead? Huh? Is it right? Very simple. He just reaches what he reaches. We have to remember the essence that he reaches where he reaches the Surya Lok. He is doing the Upasana Om, and he knows the essence of that Hiranyagarbha now. He is continuously doing the Upasana Hiranyagarbha. What is that Hiranyagarbha? He knows that that is the Karan of that Hiranyagarbha also. That Ishwar. He can see that. It's very simple. Don't go into all this too much of Sanskrit and this and that. You have to just understand that by Om Upasana, Upasana he goes to Brahma, Shilok, Upasana he goes to the Chandralok. These both are returnable. But this U and Ma Upasana, Omkar Upasana, continuously, Trimatra Upasana, he will go to that Surya Lok. That is not returnable. Because here when he goes there ultimately, he again contemplates on what that Hiranyagarbha is. And when contemplating, he can realize that that Hiranyagarbha is bad. It's just going through all. It is going through my mind also. So the Karan he realizes. What is the Karan? That Samashti Karan Sharif. He realizes that that is the Purisha, that is in me also. That he ikshate, pashyati, dhyayamana, he continuously does his upasana and he realizes. After realizing that Parabrahma he realizes, that's all different. Is it all right? Now, the sixth mantra, let us read. Tisro matraha mrityum atya prayukta anyunya sakta anaviprayukta Vyasu bhayabhyantara madhyamasu samyak prayuktasu na kapatekyaha. Tisro matraha, the three matras, Tisro matraha, mrityum atya prayukta. This mrityumati, that is the plural of mrityumati. That has become mrityumatyaha. Mrityumati has become mrityumatyaha. So this three matra, if they are done separate upasanas, then it becomes mrityumati. Mrityumati means taking us to the mrityu lok. It will take us to returnable lok. If it is separate, then it is finite. Is it clear? When it is done separate, it is finite. Tisro matraha. These are what? This is mrityu matya prayuktaha. When used prayuktaha, when it is used separately, it will take us to the finite lokas, or it is finite. Anyonya sakta anaviprayuktaha. When it is connected with the whole, then what happens? It does not take us to that madhya lok. Kriyasu bhayabhyantara madhyamasu samyak prayuktasu na kampatekyaha. Na kampatekyaha means he is not shaken. Who? With the meditator. Kriyasu bhayabhyantara. The meditation in the waking state. Bahya, abhyantara meaning in the dream state and in the deep sleep state. Madhyamasu meaning the dream state. And abhyantara meaning the dream state. Dhyasu samyak prayuktasu na kampatekyaha. Yes, kampatekyaha. So when these matras are used properly, then he is not shaken by anything. He is not shaken by mrityu. That means he will attain the moksha. Let us see the bhashyam, it will get more clear. Tisra trisankhya ka omkar makar akhya omkarasya matraha. Omkar has got three matras. Simple. With which matras? Akar, ukar and makar. Tisra trisankhya ka. Tisra meaning what? Trisankhya. Tisra means it has got three numbers in the Omkar. What are those? Akar, Ukar and Makar Akhyaha Omkarasya Matra. Akar, Ukar and Makar. Makar Matra. Mrityumatya. Now he is explaining the word Mrityumatya. What is Mrityumatya? Mrityu yasam vidyate taha Mrityumatya. Where in which there is death. That is called Mrityumatya. Mrityumati has become Mrityumatya. Like Nadi has become Natya. Similarly. So, Mrityumatya, Mrityum yasam vidyate taha Mrityumatya. Mrityu gocharat anatikranta Mrityu gocharaha eva ityartha. It is the object of death. They have not still crossed the death. So, it will take us to death. Okay. So, lok, what is death? Death meaning the lok that is attained, that will be lost. This is called death here. So, whatever lok through akar he is getting, that will be lost. Through ukar, again, that will be chandralok, pitralok he will go to, that will be lost. Eva ityartha. Taha atmana dhyana kriyasu prayuktaha. Taha means these. These, what happens atmana when they are separated, it is associated with finiteness. So taha upasakaha atmana dhyana kriyasu prayuktaha. They are using that for the contemplation of that dhyan kriya, upasana of atma. They are doing through this three matras. Kincha Anyonya Saktaha, Itaretara Sambandha. Moreover, they are mutually connected. They are mutually connected. U, and Ma are mutually connected. So when chants only he's doing what? He's doing Virat Upasana. He thinks about that it has come from Hiranyagar. Virat, he thinks about that, and he's thinking about what is he connected? From where has this Virat come? The source of this Virat is that Hiranyagar. He's connecting. So actually everything is connected. Akar is connected to Ukar is connected to Ma. So Virat, from where has the Virat come? The subtle body. Virat is the gross body. So it has come from the subtle body. So the total subtle body is called the Hiranyagarbha. So he's connecting it to what? He's connecting it to both of them. So, and then again he's thinking about Hiranyagarbha. He's connecting it to the Makara. That everything is come from the Karan Sharir. That is the Ishwar only. So this is how he is connecting continuously. So, Itaretara Sambandha, they are all connected. One should not forget that all are connected. And now he is telling us the meaning of Anaviprayukta. Okay, so be little bit careful. It is not difficult, but it is technical. Anaviprayukta Visheshena. What is that Anaviprayukta? Visheshena Ekaika Visha Eva Prayukta Viprayukta. So he is defining what is Viprayukta. So Viprayukta means specifically one matra, Eka Visha Eva Prayukta. So one matra for one object. One matra for one object that is employed is called Viprayukta. That is properly used for only one object. Okay, so that is called what? Viprayukta, Visheshana Prayukta. One for one matra, there is one object only. There is not two objects, there are not three objects like that. Na tatha Viprayukta. So he has defined what? This is the way a word is first opened, unfurled, and then it is taught to us how this word, the etymology of that word has come, how is that word constructed. This is the beauty of Sanskrit. So he is telling us how this Anaviprayukta has come. And what is the actual meaning of this Anaviprayukta? That is why we need Bhashya. So he is telling us what is Viprayukta first. From behind, we are going to the initial verse. So Viprayukta meaning one matra is properly used for one object. That is called Viprayukta. So properly used. Na tatha Viprayukta aviprayukta. Opposite of Viprayukta is Apviprayukta. Okay. That is very clear. The opposite of not properly used is properly used. So properly used, not properly used meaning Viprayukta. So properly used is Viprayukta. Not properly used is Aviprayukta. Now from where this Anaviprayukta has come? So he is saying Na Aviprayukta Anaviprayukta. Not improperly used is Anaviprayukta. That is called the Anaviprayukta. Not improperly used meaning what? Properly used. Minus is plus. I don't know what I will say. And we only understand Viprayukta, Viprayukta. It's not like that. See, Viprayukta meaning one matra is properly used. Opposite of that is Aviprayukta, not properly used. So improperly, which is not improperly used. So minus is what? Plus. Which is not improperly used is properly used. So that is called anaviprayuktaha. This word has been explained. It's not difficult. Don't get confused. किं तर्हि विशेषेण एकैकस्मिन् ध्यानकाले तिसृषु क्रियासु बाह्याभ्यन्तर मध्यमासु जाग्रत् स्वप्न सुषुप्त स्थान पुरुष अभिध्यान लक्षणासु योग क्रियासु सम्यक् प्रयुक्तासु see all are in 7 ways. सम्यक् ध्यान काले प्रयोगजितासु न कंपते न चलति यः योगी यथोक्त विभागज्ञः ओंकारस्य इत्यर्थः. So किं तर्हि means so what? So what is the meaning of that? So विशेषेण एकैकस्मिन् ध्यानकाले, if in one dhyanakal only, in one dhyanakal only, he is repeating. What is he repeating? Meditation on all three. Tisrishu, kriyasu, all the three. U, ma, all the three is continuously repeating. Om, 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 om. He is continuously repeating. And what is happening in that only? Kriyasu, bahya, abhyantara. Bahya, abhyantara, and madhyam. So madhyama means swapna. Abhyantara means totally inside, that is the deep sleep state. And bahya meaning the Jagrat Avastha. So he's continuously repeating that Abhimani, is continuously seeing the Abhimani of that Virat. Bahya, Virat, the Abhimani of the Jagrat Lok. He's continuously seeing the Abhyantara Virat, Abhyantara Abhimani. Abhyantara Abhimani is the deep sleep state. Abhimani is the Ishwar. Madhyamasu, the Swapna Abhimani is the Hiranyagarh. Is continuously observing that, is continuously contemplating on that. Which is that Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupta, Sthana, Purusha. The Abhimani, Purush meaning the Abhimani of all the three states. Lakshanasu, Yoga Kriyasu, Samyak Prayuktasu. He is because he has got the knowledge. First, see, we have to have knowledge about it. Otherwise, what are we going to meditate upon? So he knows the Abhimani, how it is. Abhimani of the Virat, who it is. He knows the Abhimani of the Swapna. He knows about the Abhimani of the Samashti, Karan Sharif. He knows about that. All the qualities he knows. Samyak Dhyana Kale, in the time of meditation only, he is doing that. Prayogajitasu na kampate. And therefore, he is not kampate, he is not shaken, he is not shivering, he is not shaking. Na chalati yaha yogi. He is not shaken up by anything during his meditation because he is continuously contemplating, he is established in that knowledge of that self. What is that? He's connecting all the three, like I told you. Virat has to be connected to the Sat. The speech, the words that you hear are continuously connected with the thoughts that are in my mind. You can't say that they are disconnected. The thoughts inside the mind are connected to the seed, the sanskar in the Karan Sharif. So all of them are connected. That is why the Virat is there. Similarly, he is connected. This was the connection in the Veshti. Similarly, he is connecting the whole Samashti also. Continuously, he is connecting everywhere. Samyam, properly. He is connecting everything. For that, he has to have knowledge. Na chalati gya yogi yathokta vibhagagya omkarasya ityarthaha. He is the vibhagagya of Omkar. He knows all the vibhag of Omkar. He does not have any doubt about it. He knows all the three. Proper, he has got differentiated in his mind and he knows what is the source of everything. He knows the source of Virat is a Hiranyagarbha. The source of Hiranyagarbha is a Ishwar. He knows and the Ishwar source of Ishwar is that Atma. He's connecting everything. Na tasya evam vidaha chalana upapadyate. Naturally, where will he get shaken by? Even if the whole world falls apart, still he is not shaken. Because he knows that this is also seen that is being projected in my own self. My self cannot be shaken. It is as it is. That knowledge, he is firmly abiding in that knowledge. So even if he's seeing pralay in his meditation, he's not shaken by it. Okay, because he is so firm in his knowledge. Yasmat Jagrat Swapna Sushupta Purushaha Saha Sthanam Sthanam what is it? स्थानैर मात्रात्रय रूपेण ओंकारम आत्मरूपेण दृष्टाः. So he has seen that Purush, Yasmat Jagrat Swapna Sushupti, all the three Swapna Sushupta Purushaha. So Vyashti also and Samashti also he has seen. He has merged both of them, just like just now I told you about the thoughts. Similarly, he has seen the Vyashti also. Vyashti meaning Vishwa, Tejas and Pragya. And in the Virat, in the Samashti, he has seen the Virat, Hiranyagarbha and Ishwar. All of them are connected. So Sthanait, Matra Traya Rupena Omkaram. He knows everything is Omkaram. He knows everything as Omkar Rupena Drishtaha. Sahi Evam Vidvan Sarvatma Bhuta. He sees himself everywhere. Omkaramayaha. He sees Omkar. He himself has become Omkar. Therefore, I hope now you can connect it with the fifth mantra. He himself has become Omkar. You can't become a car. You can't become a hand. You can't become a pen. So if he is becoming that Omkar, that is the destination. That is the object of reaching. Therefore, he had asked there to convert that mantra in Omkarena to Omkaram. So he has become Sarvatma Bhuta. He has become the self of all. Kutova chale kasminva. Now, this is a question. This is the question that is asked. Kutova chalena, as if taunting. Now, who will be disturbed by this? By whom will he get disturbed? Because he only is there. So, Omkaramaya Kutova chale kasminva. So, this is Aham Grihopasana. Remember, I had told Aham Grihopasana meaning I am doing that Upasana on Aham. He is seeing everything in his Aham. He has become Omkar. He has become the self form. So now there is nothing different from him, no separate thing from him. He knows everything is established in him and he is established in everything. There is no difference. Okay, see the open chapter 9. Chapter 9, 4th shlok. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat avyaktamurtina matsthani sarvabhutani nachaham teshvavastata. It's the same thing Bhagavan says. And Maya tatamidam, I am tatamidam pervading sarvam jagat avyaktamurtina. Jagat is, my name is Avyaktamurti. So through that jagat, I am that Avyaktamurti, which is as if coming out or manifesting in the form of this jagat. So I am the one who's pervading all. Matsthani. But just now you said that you are projected in this. No. Matsthani sarvabhutani. In me only all the jagat is there. See the dual fact. He is first saying that I am pervading everything, but everything is in me. Matsthani sarvabhutani na chaham teshu vasita. But I am not in them. My God, Bhagwan, what are you saying? Just now you said that I am pervading everything. No, it is because to say that if everything outside gets destroyed, I am not destroyed. I am not destructible. I am above everything. This is what this Omkar. Nacha Matsthani Bhutani Pashyame Yoga Meshwaram. See my yoga. See my Aishwarya. Arjun. Just now you said Matsthani Sarvabhutani. Now you are saying Nacha Matsthani Bhutani. This is to prove that though I am in them, though everything is in me, everything is in projection, everything outside, even if it gets destroyed, I am not destroyed. I am as I am. Ever resplendent, ever quiet, ever blissful, timeless, spaceless, objectless. I am that self. This is Omkar Upasana. This is called Ahamvyuhopasana. He is continuously observing self and therefore he becomes one with it. We will see the seventh mantra tomorrow. We will finish this. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru. Hari